What up, world? Welcome back. I am Hitch of the South, Dwayne Langham, the coach in your corner. This is the Ave, Yolo Ave, the road leads travel. And you have just tuned in for a very special, not just another, but a very special YouTube live broadcast. Pardon my just being with the beauty of Georgia, looking at the wonderful trees. I don't know if you can, know the camera, just looking at the tree line in the background, just all the beauty around, just being with it. So what up, people? I love the video. Let's go ahead and get this sound off right now. All right. I pose you the question today. Today, I share some thoughts with you, some experiences and reflections on my own life. You may get something out of it, hopefully, but I just want to be with you. Uh, do you live in color? What do I mean by that? So, I woke up today having a lucid dream, if you know anything about lucid dreaming, and just interpreting the space I'm in my life. And what I'm present to is reflecting on chapters, seasons of my life that I can now identify in hindsight. See, when I started this channel around 2013, 2014, I was in a space of spiritual awakening. My mentor, shout out RIP Wayne Dyer, was in heavy rotation in my audio playlist. And I discovered a concept. When I say discover, not that I've never known about it, but I took it on within myself and actually began to explore it and experience it in my own life. That concept, prosperity. That time in my life, taking care of family of three, the apartment we were in, I was in a space where ends weren't meeting, and it was time for that life to come to an end because I was done with it. It wasn't going to work. Something had to die. Something had to change. So I took on, just as they say in the good book, the word, being bold, like giving your last. I took on, like I said, sole provider for a family of three, taking the rent money to pay tithes. Did not have the rent money, by how the bills and numbers lined up, didn't have it. But tithes were going to get paid. Money was going to be given. Instilling more than enough. Abundance, prosperity. Now that's the concept. Just hearing about it is one thing. But when I say I discovered prosperity, because it actually happened, from that point to this very day, I've had more than enough. And I say that not just in the testimony of tithing, paying it forward, abundance, prosperity conscious over poverty conscious. That's one lesson in itself. But again, this isn't a lesson, this is a reflection, sharing with you, being with you. What I found in my life experience at that time was that life became in color in a way that I wasn't even aware. Life was drab, dull, black and white, dark, going through a rat race in a program that I couldn't escape, like being in the Matrix almost. It's really what I could associate it to. I'm looking at all these metaphors, parables, if you will. There's an airport in the area. I love where I live. There's a lake in the area too. I may rant off on some things. I'm just loving my life right now. And I'm also trying to let old buddy, whoever's practicing what they're playing on a Saturday morning, get their thrills and not interrupt our being together. He must be right above my house. So, life became in color. The sky became a new hue of blue that I did not see before. Let me elaborate on that. When I say life became in color, and what I'm in hindsight interpreting now, because life is a dream, life is a stage where all the actors play a part. When I got the sense and the release, It's what was really there for me. When I got the sense and release of money not being the crux, the ball and chain on my ankle, the thing that I must do, I need, struggle, survival, poverty conscious. When I got free of that, when something shifted and I saw that, let me pay tithes, let me create in my world that I have more than enough. And oh, good Lord, is that a breath of fresh air? I have more than enough. Rent got paid. It it worked. I, I, I don't I don't have to worry about money anymore. If you can get the world of that, just be with me. My circumstances hadn't changed. This wasn't like a lotto ticket. I was still in the same apartment. But just get that I didn't have rent money. I couldn't pay the bills. As the sole provider, I couldn't take care of my family of three. And I made the decision to pay it forward, to just believe and put abundance into my life. And it worked. And it was just enough to just release that pressure. And now it was like there was new blood flow from my brain, my eyes, my whatever, a spiritual awakening again. And just as you see the beautiful trees in the background, life became in color for me. I'm just describing my experience. The testimony, revelation. The sky was bluer. And how I knew, because I'd have the moment driving around my neighborhood, my complex, and really just reflecting. I had gone through unemployment. I had gone through doing things that I didn't like doing, careers that I didn't care for, jobs, jobs. And now the bird's song was just more melody to it. The sky was bluer. I remember my filter of life becoming richer. I've watched those videos on YouTube where people are talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce are in Illuminati, and they reflect on scriptures or stories or quotes or whatever they say, where before you could see, before you open up, before you get to see the power of the eye or whatever, everything's now in color, and now you have access to all the Illuminati secrets, and the world is yours. And anyway, whatever in that world, my interpretation, when I got out of the world of scarcity, survival, struggle, to get prosperity, abundance, I don't need to worry about money. Just that thorn out of my foot, life became in color. And I entered what's been a spiritual awakening in my life. And that season, that chapter, has now advanced and matured and still progresses in a space of mastery. And what I'm reflecting on now is that I've entered a chapter and season of velocity, where all the training and development, all the preparation, all the culmination of everything I'm doing, I said it last night in a class we had, that I'm on a speeding train, like going so fast it could shake off the rails and flip over. Denzel had a movie about being on a train out of control. And I'm just being with it. I'm in a space where there's nothing wrong. We're just on this fast ass train, and this is life. Velocity. The things that I want show up. People call me and reach out to me. The opportunities, the clients, the what I'm seeking to have. I mean, my dreams, people, my dreams. And it's a beautiful space to be in. My life is a beautiful life to be living. And not in a braggadocious way. This, if you know me in my life, I've shared with you that this is my calling, is that I see this within all. Every single one of you. Yes, you, YOU, watching this screen right now. It's as if in that spiritual awakening, when I had more than enough thoughts to start this channel and have a conversation and put my voice out there and allow that to be my space, that transferred over into finances, transferred over into money, prosperity, life in general. And that season of abundance has passed and grown, and I'm present to a season of velocity now. So I'll recap and reflect on that when it comes to a culmination. My beautiful wife and partner, best friend, spoke into me that I'll be a millionaire by 35. And when I say that speeding train, I now see the points and pieces. If you believe in law of attraction, you believe in the universe, you believe in God, you believe in spirituality, whatever it is to you, I now see those pieces coming together. And the funny enough part is, I'm still grappling with the old reflection of Fear of failure, fear of success. Will I do it? What do I have to do? Am I doing enough? Am I on time? Am I on track? But I'm in a space of ease of, yeah, it's lining up. I've actually got the vehicle for it. I've actually got the business for it. I've got the outline, the program, the design, the things, the puzzles and pieces. And there's nothing really for me to even do. I'm perfectly whole and complete, as I always talk about. I actually am being it. Not just a belief, but a knowing, a being it. That yes, it will come to pass. It's already done. Again, no message, no point, just a reflection and revelation. Do you live in color? Is this experience there for you in your life? And again, as I say, that's what I stand for. That's what I breathe for. Before I take my last breath on this earth, there is equality. No man, no woman, no him, no her, no black, no white, no green, brown, Indian, American, Russian, no us and them, but one human race. And humanity's infinite potential actualized. Those are the two things that I will see done by the time I take my last breath. And so I do ask you, for the sake of this conversation, are you present to life in color? The way I had an experience of waking up into my life and really seeing the beauty around me that was dull and drained out, being born into the circumstances and world, as I assert, as it occurred for me, of survival. What are you going to do when you grow up? Why? Because you must make money. Why? Because you need clothes on your back. You're going to have to feed your family when you have it one day, because right now you're a child. But what are you going to do to make money? Because in this world, there is struggle. In this world, you need to survive. In this world, you are alone. In this world, no one's going to help you. In this world, poverty is what's available for you. The rich get richer, the poor get poor. Who's creating it? There is no them. It's all just us. Some people have figured it out and some people haven't. We created. And inside of that, when you get out of that world of I need to survive, what am I going to do? How am I going to make money? How do I make the ends meet? How do I pay my bills? When you get out of that world, all it takes is pulling the thorn out. Oh, I don't need to worry about money. That's all it was. My bank account hadn't changed. But my concept of money, money is not good or bad, not right or wrong. It's not the root of all evil, love of money. But money in itself is just a currency, it's just exchange, it's just an idea. But when you get the release that comes from having that, it's not that it can buy happiness, but when you realize you don't need to worry about it, when you realize you don't need it, you are perfectly whole and complete. There's abundance all around you. All the money in the world has already been made. It's already here. You just have to get aligned with it. But when you get into that concept of prosperity over poverty, that there is no survival, there is only thrival, then you start to ask better questions. Who do I want to be? What kind of life do I want to live? Lifestyle, life experiences. And with nothing in your way, saying that, well, first get a roof over your head. Well, first get some clothes on your back. Well, first get some nice things. Well, first take care of yours. Well, first get a will. Well, first take care of the next generation. Well, first you've got to survive. You get into poverty. I'm sorry, you get into prosperity when you leave poverty. And what that meant for me is that life became in color. I'm reflecting, I'm ranting, and literally just recounting from my experience something in my brain, blood flow, pineal gland, I have no idea. This is years ago. Something had life show up in color, richer, deeper. And now, years later, as that mastery has expanded, as I'm walking into you're going to be a millionaire by 35, creating $1 billion brand, known in the world as a coach, what I'm present to is that money doesn't even have importance to me anymore. I'm in a space where money is of no object, and yet I don't have 6, 7 figures in the bank yet. But I don't need to, because I've gotten that. For what? It makes no difference. $1,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, $2 million. It's the abundance, more than enough, that nothing is in the way to say that I want to be this. I want to do this. I want to have this. By do the thing you want to do in the world, not what you want to do for a living. But just getting in touch with that life in color. It's like awakening. When black and white TV was all that there was. Seeing the birds fly inside of my spiritual awakening. Thank you for staying with this video if you're still here. Seeing the birds fly, and I told myself that that was my symbol of love. That life is amazing, that everything's perfect, that when I see birds in flight, the expression of freedom, that is love for me. I'm caught by a pack of birds flown around. When you tap into that, when you wake up and life becomes limitless, Beyond Empowered Network, shout out, gentlemen. This will be on there as well. What's really possible? So now with that, thank you for being with me. Thank you for sharing with me. Again, not here to make a point, but to share and recount for, to log. I literally this morning woke up out of my sleep 30 minutes before an alarm, recorded that lucid dream, recorded a journal for the day, held my wife, a wonderful best friend, amazing human being I love and share this life with, and just wanted to be with you, just wanted to share that thought, what's burning in my mind and what I'm so present to, how much I love my life and how much everything is just working and how much velocity is in place and how fast things are moving. And it's literally as described. You just can't see through that gap because everything's got to get out of the way for you to get actualized and tapped into it, was my experience. What is it like when life becomes in color for you? What would it be like? Or if you've had the experience, what is it like? What's the difference between the us and them that you have in your mind? The rich and the poor, the black and the white, the successful and the unsuccessful, the winners and the losers. What is the difference in that shift? Because I'll wake you up to something. We are all one family, one race, one breed, humanity. That's all it is. In the words of my spiritual mentor, Wayne Dyer, the damn thing just peoples. Seed of humanity growing out of each and every one of us. You are a tree, you are a branch, meant to expand, meant to see what's missing and be the change that you want to see in the world and grow off of that branch. Martin Luther King was one that specifically is the branch that I stand on and that I'm seeking to breed into the future. Gandhi was one. Buddha was one. Jesus was one. The list goes on and on. Real leaders, life leaders, the strongest branches, the trunks of humanity that stand generations for hundreds, decades, and thousands of years behind them. Now you flip through that, those leaders, not the leaders of the free world, not the presidents that come up in one color, but even the ones that I mentioned, there's an assortment of flavors and colors, of beliefs and thoughts, and all had an impact on what? The one family, humanity, the human race. Anyway, don't have much time because life moves with velocity. I'm off to go lead a program and direct the ship today. But I just wanted to be with you. I just wanted to get this message out. And I thank you for being with me. Yes, I thank you, YOU, sitting there looking at the screen. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being along on this journey. Thank you for tuning into this video. Thank you for allowing me the space to contribute to your life. And whatever it is that you got, I hope you did get. And my call to you is to share that down in the comments below. What has been your life experience? What has been your spiritual awakening? What has been your experience of poverty and prosperity and abundance and struggle and survival and thrival? What do you have to share? What would you like to say? Please do so down in the comments below. And in the meantime, wait, when do you want to do that? Oh, what time is it? Now, today. That's right. You know what it is, people. Today is the best day of your life. Why? Because it's time for you to get your ass off this video. That's what the AC says. Because it is the first day to the rest of your life, and there is no better time to live it powerfully. In full HD color, 4K, 8K, and whatever's next. I'm just having fun, people, and I hope you are too. In the meantime, I'm going to be right here on the app, wishing you the best and only success. Get out there and be powerful, people. I love you. Peace.